What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to part 2 of the AutoFlex Course vlog. Picking it up here on hole number 10. So normally on this hole, I hit a 2-iron, and I thought, you know what? Can I hit this low and hit just a low bullet out there? Turns out you can't. So yeah, there's another shot I can hit with the AutoFlex. I had 124 into the pin. Fun fact, did not have my pitching wedge with me because I was getting it reshafted. So this is now a punch 9-iron. It was kind of fun to play the entire round without a pitching wedge. Luckily, didn't need it too many times. But this just went a little too far off the back of the green. As you can see, the rain is absolutely coming down. And this is now the type of conditions we are dealing with. But all good. You know, we're out here just loving golf. Pulled out the old Texas wedge for this one because it was so wet. I was like, you know what? Let's just get the ball running. The greens are running good. And honestly, hit this pretty well. Judged the putt and had about 1.5 foot left, and just drained it for par. Super simple, just a good way to kind of kick off the back nine, no problems. But the rain is really starting to come down, guys. Like now it's wet, and as you can see here from the camera, like the rain is firing. So here's another little short par 4, and honestly on this one, I just wanted to hit like a nice smooth draw, and yeah, like just right down the middle. Like, that was just probably one of the most effortless swings I've given it. And right down the middle. And honestly, I was barely able to hold on to the club. Look at the rain. Like, it is absolutely coming down. But again, like, I love being out here. It was so much fun. Had a punch 8-iron in here to the front. And it was a front pin, like you'll see, it's just off the right. This was good. I just didn't cut it enough. Great shot. Just not enough cut. But all good. Another green and reg. I'm not going to complain with that. And left us with a putt here. Interestingly enough, there was a hill here that I just didn't judge totally correctly. And as you can see, it really dives off before the hole. I thought I had a little more, leeway to kind of hit it straight, but it left me with a dicey 3.5 footer. But the putter was rolling, and we are good to go. That's another par. Moving on to hole number 12. Now, hole number 12 here, I switched gloves because my other one, I had kind of gotten to the point where it was done. And this hole, you can basically just kind of swing as hard as you can, and there's really no consequences. So I put on a fresh glove and just tried to swing as hard as I can without the club completely flying out of my hands. Unfortunately, it went a little too high, and with the current conditions, it kind of knocked it down. But that left us with 175 in. Just hitting a nice little knockdown 4-iron. Nothing too crazy. Punching it right to the middle of the green. It was a middle pin just off the left. And honestly, this ended up like pin high. Not as close as I would like. But, I was just kind of hoping to kind of lag this putt, up close. It didn't look like a very straightforward putt, and I absolutely drained it. Guys, look at my face. I could not believe that went in. At that point, I couldn't believe it. So we are now -6 through 12 holes in the pouring rain. We have 183 yards to this par 3 right now. Pin is on the right-hand side, just before the bunkers, and I just hit, trying to hit a cut 4, and just scooped it a bit. I hit it well. I just flared it and just left myself, short-sided a little bit on the other side of the green. Had my 56-degree wedge here and just wanted to, give it a nice little chip and put myself close. I had no concerns about my putting, so I thought this was going to be totally fine. However, there is a group in front of me, and they were a sixsome, and they were going to let me play through, and I totally blew this putt mentally because I had to hurry up to go tee off to get in front of them. So that was just a mental error. Unfortunate bogey. Back to -5. Here's another hole where you can basically just rip it as far as you want with no errors. And I flared it because, again, I basically ran off the other green to this tee and teed up. And like I said, there were 6 guys in front of me. So this didn't go too far. I'm on the other fairway, but just like choked down on this 3-wood and hit a low bullet, ripped around those trees, and put myself in front of the green. Now, this is one of the finer moments of the vlog here, guys. So we have, I think this was 33 yards, 56-degree wedge, and we just go right under it. Like, what? Just the ground was so wet. It was so bad. And I just totally blew that chip. And so I thought, okay, I'm going to pull my 56-degree wedge and just absolutely blow it. No redemption, but at least we made it to the fringe, which was helpful. So we pull out the old Texas wedge, and thought, might have a chance at canning this. But we didn't. So that's back-to-back bogeys. That puts us at -4. But you know what? Honestly, to play through a 6-some, which I don't even know how that happened, that'll happen. And there's just this unnecessary mental errors. This hole, basically, I just tried to hit a home run over those bunkers, and I did. This was a really good drive. I cut that line exactly how you want. You basically try and take this aggressively as possible over those bunkers to try and cut the line to the green. I had 232 to the pin and hit a just crazy 3-wood. Like, this was tracking the entire way. I don't think I've hit a 3-wood this clean ever. And that's where we left us. This was our eagle putt. So, after 2 crap holes, we had a little bit of redemption, which was really nice. This was just a kind of pretty straightforward left to right. Nothing too aggressive about it. And almost got it. Just missed on the high side. Would have been really great to kind of redeem myself for those 2 bogeys, but that's okay. I'll take a birdie. We're back to -5. Going into hole number 16. This is a cool little par 4. It's a hard dogleg left, kind of where I see that tree on the left-hand side. There's a bunker right beside it. I basically just try and hit a draw, just to the right of that bunker, and that gives me a pretty clean look. And this was another really good swing. Unfortunately, just overcooked it a touch and put myself right before the bunker. Luckily, I think because, the ball wasn't going very far, I ended up just before. This is where I made a mistake for sure right here. I had 166 to the pin and I took a 7-iron, but I really should have clubbed down, taken a 6. The pin was right at the back of the green and there's a pretty significant hill. So I had this to lag all the way up there, and with the way the greens were slowing down because of all the water, that was just too long of a putt to leave myself, which then left me with this kind of 10-footer and just missed it, like so close. So unfortunately, gave that birdie right back, but that was just an unfortunate tactical error on my part and could have been avoided by just clubbing up. Now, this hole is really cool. So this is basically a drivable par 4. The hole is right in front. See those 2 big trees right in the middle? I just basically tried to take dead aim and go for it. And oh my goodness, did I hit this perfect. This was the perfect just baby draw right at the green. I thought I was going to be just on the fringe, but oh wow, we were right there. Guys, look at this drive. Like, it is soaking wet right now. I am 17 holes deep, and we just drove the green and left ourselves with an 11-footer. And you'll see my reaction here. I am just smiling like a child because honestly, I can barely feel my hands at this point. I am so soaked. My shoes are basically like completely soaked. Everything's just soaked. But you know what? I saw this putt, and I knew this was going in. I knew this was going in as soon as I got behind the ball. I was just having way too much fun out there. And I looked at it, gave it a couple looks, went through my pre-shot routine, and absolutely canned it. And like, guys, I cannot explain how happy I am. Like, I feel like a 4-year-old out there, just like having way too much fun. So that was a good momentum shift going into 18. 18 is a par 3 here. This was playing a little short today at 150. I took a 7-iron here and just hit a punch cut because I knew I was tired and frozen, and again, just flared this a touch and ended up at the front of the green, which left us with a nice little Texas wedge off the fringe, lag it up there close, and give ourselves an opportunity to finish at -6. If you can see, I am absolutely soaked here, guys. Like, look at that. I am so soaked. Oh, there's just nothing left. But thought I'd give this, the proper lineup. One thing I've been doing is I make sure I line up all my putts, no matter the distance, and just tap this in to have our career best -6 in the absolute pouring rain. That concludes the AutoFlex course vlog. What a roller coaster of a round, guys. Thank you so much for watching. Please like and subscribe if you haven't already, and I will catch you on the next one. Peace.